Okay, I just had a thought. And I was like, okay, I gotta put this thought into an audio note. And it's all of the OG YouTuber, like, conspiracy theorists, I guess. And, I don't know all of their names, maybe just some of them. But we gonna talk about them and see, if anyone knows an update, on some of these people. Because a lot of these OG conspiracy theorists, they've been wiped. They've been wiped for a long time. And a lot of them been banned across all platforms. And they just never opened up another account. Like, we know some of them been disappeared. Never to be seen again. They never came back. Lord, we don't know if COVID took them out. But a lot of them been gone before COVID. And I'm going to just name some names, like, off the top of my head. And some of them I don't know, but y'all know their videos. Like, one, I don't know his name. If I find out, I might put it in the description, or I might, put some text above it if I figure out their names. But we all know early YouTube, maybe like 2010s era, the guy that was exposing the Diddy parties. Don't know the guy's name, and it's the sad part. He never really said his name. Don't know what podcast he did, but you would find his clips on everyone's conspiracy video. Because 09, 08, 09, the 2010s, 2012s, the Illuminati YouTube was like the number one thing on YouTube that was not mainstream, but it was everywhere. But y'all know it was a black guy. You could tell by his voice. He was exposing the Diddy parties and how, like, Cassie was like a prostitute and all of this stuff, down to the T. Like, he was there. And that was like the Diddy stuff just got out, 2024, 25. And I mean, he was talking about how Diddy was beating Cassie. I mean, this was 2010s. And when I say 2010s, I'm not talking about like 2015. Like, I'm talking about like 09, 2010, this dude was making these videos. And I never seen one with his face. Never really, no one really, they only got like a few people that I actually heard said his name. But, that dude was exposing a lot of stuff. He was talking more about more things than just Diddy. But his main topic was exposing them Diddy parties. And a lot of people was like, man, like, you don't really have, they didn't have proof, like hard evidence proof. But come to find out, everything he said was true. Everything. Now, if y'all know his name and I ain't put it in the text, y'all could put it in the comment section, what that guy's name was. Y'all know. If you was a teenager like me on YouTube looking up this stuff, y'all know. Millennials definitely know who that guy is. Next, you got G. Craig Lewis. He a pastor. Now, recently, I still see G. Craig Lewis. He has a YouTube channel. He has an Instagram. You know, and his YouTube channel is EX Ministries. Like, that's his ministry. EX Ministry. He like the only truthful pastor that's, I think, 100%, you know, like Bible believer. 100% tell the truth. He does his research. And he's the one that had the truth behind hip hop DVDs. Like, there were DVDs at first. He's the one that really took it from, you know, conspiracy theory to, hey, we don't need conspiracy. Like, this is the symbolism. This is what this means. This is what they worship. This is why they do it. You know, he brought the religious aspect to it and show how, you know, the agendas that they had was evil and why. Like, he really shows you why that industry is a satanic playground. You know, all the other little conspiracy theories, people, you know, they do exposing, but you never get the why. Like, why are they doing this? Now, and if you watch The Truth Behind Hip Hop, which that's what he titled it, but it go way deeper than that. And I mean, man, I think he went all the way to Truth Behind Hip Hop like 9. From like the early 90s to modern day. And I mean, now, man, he probably got like 50 different like DVDs, but DVDs kind of went out the way. So now you can get a digital copy, and most of the time now he just upload them for free on YouTube. But, you know, if you want to support, you know, his ministry, you know, you could spend that $5 and, you know, get a 2-hour, you know, sermon on it. I mean, it's worth the money. You know, instead of just donating, you know, why not just buy the DVD? But G. Craig Lewis, you know, that guy, man, if I had to put it at like number 1, you know, in no order or nothing, but like he would be number 1. I mean, that dude was exposing Michael Jackson. Like, he exposed a lot of people. And you like, damn, man. Like, no, like if you in that industry, you gonna sell out. Never thought, you know, you would see Michael Jackson, you know, sell out like that. But hey, they gotta do it. You don't get millions of dollars for being a good person. It won't happen. Next, you know, Professor Griff. I thought Professor Griff had got banned or something like that. I might have to go look up. He was on YouTube heavily. The algorithm was like showing his videos everywhere. And then all of a sudden, Professor Griff just like dropped off the face of the earth for a little while. But I recently remember he was talking to like Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon got in trouble. But maybe Professor Griff, you know, rebranded or something. I don't know. But Professor Griff was doing a lot of exposing, you know, and they started shutting him up. I wonder what country shut Professor Griff up. I mean, y'all can put in the comment section what country got mad at Professor Griff for exposing. You know. But I'm pretty sure Professor Griff is out there. Like, his name too big to not be out there. You know, and just coming to mind now, you know, you had Mouthy Buddha. Some of y'all know who Mouthy Buddha is. You know, that guy is very rare. And yes, Mouthy Buddha is still out there. So Mouthy Buddha has a Twitter. But that guy released a lot of documentaries. I mean, this dude probably was making documentaries on Windows Movie Maker. That's how long he been doing this. But now his documentaries got way better. And then boom, I mean, Mouthy Buddha was on the Epstein stuff way before anybody. He was releasing the symbolism. Like, I don't know who Mouthy Buddha is. I wish I knew. To be like, man, how, like, is Mouthy Buddha a spy that's releasing this stuff? But a lot, like, there's so many rumors. You know, he was on, I forgot what the website was. You know, he got some stuff on Rumble. Rumble's hard. I mean, these creators do not, I don't know what they do, but they just don't have a normal presence. You know, I think they're evading a lot of stuff. Like, they're trying to use VPNs and all, like, way more than VPN, Tor browsers and all this stuff. I don't think they want to log in on a device and share their location from their home address. Gotta be, because you could easily, like, hey, if YouTube giving y'all copyright strikes and stuff, I mean, you could easily hop on your Twitter, you know, hop on an Instagram, like, hop on something and just put out a statement like, hey, I ain't gonna be uploading for 2 months. Like, these people disappear for months. Like, Mouthy Buddha was on, man, I gotta figure out, I don't know if it's BitChute. I think it's BitChute or something. You know, he made a video, was like, hey, I'm gonna be uploading like once a month or something like that. And then boom, like a year goes by, doesn't upload nothing. A year and a half passed, nothing. And then randomly, boom, a new video pops up. It's like, okay, you can't release a statement or anything. But Mouthy Buddha was like banned for like a couple of years on everything. A lot of people said he went to jail. A lot of people said he got picked up. A lot of people said they put him in a mental institution. You know, we don't even know if this is this the real Mouthy Buddha. You know, but his documentaries, even the new recent ones, went into all of the symbolism, the breakdowns, and you know, some people in the comment section be, you know, trying to expose him. You know, like, they like, man, it's not the real Mouthy Buddha. You know, he's replaced. Like, I don't know what happened to Mouthy Buddha, whether it's him or not, but if you know OG Mouthy Buddha, you know, man, he did some good stuff. Yeah, you know, y'all can put in the comment section if y'all didn't even know Mouthy Buddha was still making stuff. He definitely on Twitter. He's on Twitter. He might post a statement, you know, once, I don't know, once a year or something like that. But he posts a lot of, you know, pictures of like Jesus and stuff. which is strange. You know, I get it, but it's the white Jesus. You know, I feel like a conspiracy theorist at this point knows, you know, not to use the picture of like white Jesus. You know, that's what throws me off, because we know Mouthy Buddha knows better. You know, we don't know if it's symbolism or what, but you know, he kind of giving it away that might not be him. It could be, might not. Next was a YouTuber y'all probably don't really know, because he was so small. And this was like 2017, 2018-ish. He wasn't here that long. He was here for about 1 year. His channel name was Alan Nowhere. I mean, regular guy. You know, he made videos sort of like how I'm doing with just the audio track, except he would just, you know, like show his face. So he would just hit record and just start talking. Now, he did not spread himself over social medias, which is a problem. You know, he came to YouTube just trying to do IRL and just talk. He didn't have no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, you know, no Rumble, no Odyssey, none of that. Just YouTube, 15-minute video here, 7-minute video there, talking about stuff. Now, what he was talking about, like, I had no clue. You know, he started talking about frazzle drip and that stuff. And then he started talking about, he really got into like saving children, like the pedophile rings and stuff. He started exposing that. And he exposed one that was in Texas. And they had a camp, and I'm not going to say he was exposing it. He didn't expose it personally. But he was in those realms where other people was doing the exposing, and he would talk about it. And sometimes he would take footage from their videos and clip it into his. And you know, he didn't clip like the entire video, and I doubt it would have anything to do with copyright. Because usually people that's doing the exposing, they want the exposure. They want to get the message out. So I remember the last couple of videos he did was actually talking about somebody else who has a podcast or a radio show was exposing the frazzle drip. He had screenshots from frazzle drip, and the one guy on the radio show was gonna like live stream it or something. Not Alan Nowhere, not him, but some older guy or something. And this is the other problem with Alan Nowhere's editing. He did not take the time to post what the other people's channels were. He would just say, yeah, like they got some guy on here, you know, he exposed him, blah, blah, blah. He never put it in the description, never put it in the comments, never went to where you could find this, didn't have secondary channels, and then boom, Alan Nowhere is like nuked. Channel gone, like it never existed. Now, I know I subscribed. I know I liked the videos. I know I added some of his videos to watch later. And when I tell you, trying to go back to find his channel is impossible. Normally, if you like the video or add it to your watch later and a channel's terminated, the video would be there, and when you click on it, it would just go to a screen that said, oh, this video is no longer on YouTube, or this video is blocked in your country, or this channel was terminated, oh, this video was deleted by user. You would get a message, and then the video might actually just erase out of your playlist. There is zero trace of this guy's channel. Nothing. Like, there's nothing. And his channel was too small. You know, you didn't have people that just automatically back up videos. And I mean, this is the problem. You know, and this guy never came back. He never made a Alan Nowhere 2. or anything. No Instagram, no YouTube, no Twitter. And this guy, like, if you watch the channel, he just had a regular job. You know, he didn't do nothing out of the ordinary. And you can't say, oh, you know, man, he just stopped uploading. He might have gotten a car wreck or something, and something happened and he just stopped uploading. No. Disappeared. You know, channel completely gone. And you can nuke your own channel. You can delete your channel. But there's always going to be some remnants of your channel where if you liked something or clicked on something, you know, you click on it and it'll just say user deleted something. Or even if you go on Google, type in your channel name, it'll pop up, you click on it and it's gone. Like, they would have some remnant, like this guy's channel was permanently erased from the internet. Wasn't rebranded, nothing. Like, permanently erased. That guy's permanently gone. You know, I don't know what happened. Maybe they permanently deleted it and he just said whatever. You know. Then you also had, and I'm just thinking of people that just popping in my head. You had this one guy, oh man, what was his channel name? CVA. I think it was Columbine Video Archive. And he had also another one, True Crime Corner, TCG. So yeah, CVA and TCC and CVA. Now this guy had a Twitter, don't know what happened to it. And I mean, this guy just completely stopped. I think he was getting too deep in the Columbine thing. His whole channel was about Columbine. This dude dedicated so much time to Columbine. He really went, you know, go interview people like that study Columbine that was there. Really good channel, really good insight. I mean, the media did 1% of what this guy did. This guy's channel, and I mean, I think his channel might have been from, like, I could be wrong, I'm just pinpointing, at least COVID era, probably. I would probably say COVID era. And this guy did so much work. I mean, this guy found the car that the kids drove, you know. And something's like, you don't dedicate that much time to something and just let it go. Like, you just don't nuke your channel, bro. Like, you just nuke it. Nah. And then he had, like, the True Crimes Corner channel. Man, this dude got into so much other stuff, like the Delphi murders. I mean, this dude was working non-stop covering this stuff. Now, you can get burnt out, but a lot of times you just don't walk away from something like this, because most of the time you ain't getting monetized anyway. And especially if you got a huge fan base like that, you could just, like, he could have easily put up a merch shop and just sold one t-shirt for like 10 bucks, 15 bucks, honestly 25 bucks. People would have just brought it. Like, you could have had your income like that, but you already had a regular job or whatever you did. I mean, people are not asking for a video every day. He wasn't even uploading a video every day. He might have gave you a video once every 2 weeks, once a month. You know, I mean, he was doing some deeper dives into stuff, you know, but people would have waited a month, 2 months for a video. You could have dropped a video once every 3 months, especially if it was going to be informative. Like, people would have waited But he's one of those YouTubers, don't give updates, don't give any type of message on Twitter. I think he said one thing on Twitter, and that was it. I mean, just completely lives like off grid on YouTube. Well, I'm gonna say off grid on social media. Like, how could I don't know why these people think they can grow a channel, put all of this information out there, get all of these fans invested, and then, like, I'm not saying you even gotta interact with your fans, but just for them to not speculate, you could put up something. Now somebody might have approached him, the government could have approached him and say, hey, you gotta leave this stuff alone, like, you can't talk about this. I understand that part, but he could have put up something and say, hey, he could have mailed something, hey, I'm sick of the Columbine stuff, there's no new information, like, I'm gonna be focusing on other true crime stuff or something. I mean, this guy, like, completely stopped. I personally think he got threatened, and that might have spooked him, and he might have just left it alone. But I mean, he could have, like, the true crime genre is so big, like, he could have figured out something else. But maybe he just wanted to step away. But if you want to step away, you can say that. You can post tweets like, I mean, you grew a huge fan base. That'll be like somebody like Jamie Foxx or something. But maybe not Jamie Foxx, but a celebrity just disappearing. And that was CVA, TCG, or TCC. Completely just abandoned YouTube. And as far as, anything else comes to mind, they got a lot of people. A lot, like, the video would be like 60 minutes if I went through everyone. That's just kind of the ones off the top of my head. Of course, we all know the Alex Jones, those type people. And I forget who made that 9/11 documentary. I forgot what that was called. Man, but y'all know what it was. I mean, that came out in like 08, 09. And you could find so much stuff on 9/11. But they were the first ones that really exposed 9/11. Man, if I find the name of that 9/11 documentary, I'll put it in the comments. I think that one woke everyone up. Like, people that ain't conspiracy theorists, the evidence was so clear. Like, especially like architects who do this stuff for real, they like, bruh, that was a controlled demolition. Like, we ain't stupid. Hey, but they pulled it off. Like, they pulled 9/11 off. But the people who pulled this documentary off, I think it might have been two young cats, and they might have been brothers or something like that. They don't do podcasts. They didn't do none of that. All they did was make this documentary. They put all the evidence, everything. Like, how did they even get some of this evidence? It's wild. Oh man, I forgot what they documentary is called, but I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna put it in the description or something. But that's the main ones that I'm thinking of right now. But they got so many other ones. Y'all could put it in the comments, like, if y'all know an update to some of these people, or you could put in the comments, like, other channels. You like, man, do y'all remember this channel? what happened to this channel. I would say Coach Red Pill, but if y'all don't remember Coach Red Pill, I forgot what Coach Red Pill's real name was. But, he got stuck over there in Ukraine. Then he started talking about the Ukraine war. Boom, they threw him in jail, and then, he got out, tried to escape. Boom, threw him back in jail. And they killed him. But Coach Red Pill was never a conspiracy theorist channel. But he started talking about that Ukraine war. I mean, that guy was smart. First he was like a dating relationship advice channel. Then he got stuck over there in Ukraine, started reporting from the ground. He started saying stuff about the establishment. Then he started talking about Tiffany Dover. Once he started talking about Tiffany Dover and the COVID shot and all of that, they said, you know what? This is a perfect opportunity to just kill you and get it over with. And boom. They killed him, got it over with, and now no one's even talking about him no more. That's how much attention span, YouTubers got. This dude had I guess over all of his channels, maybe 1 million followers. And they don't give a shit. But shout out to Coach Red Pill. They got a couple of other ones. Prince Vega. That's some black people from I forgot what state they from. But I think they rebranded their channel. But y'all let me know in the comments any updates, any new things, anything I'm missing, which I'm missing a lot. But y'all put that in the comments.